Hi everyone. This is just small tutorials. I will try to explain most of the subjects in VMware 5.1, or you can say vSphere 5.1. In this session, I will give you the idea how can to install ESXi 5.1 and what the requirement, what the hardware, and how can to make a lab for survive yourself or prepare yourself for VCP 5.1 or called VCP 5 certificate. First of all, we just need to understand the virtual technology is just by the way. Virtual technology is a wonderful technology and consider the future technologies because it will be save money in a very cheap cost, if you can say as well, and also consider very flexible. You can move your PC from server to another server smoothly and very easy. A lot of properties and a lot of advantage to use virtualization. But there is a two type for virtualization usually. The first type they call bare metal and another one they call host or hosted. This is just example between a different approach or different virtual architecture and how can to use it. We have a traditionals which is they call a hosted one or host or bare host here. This one is a host, okay, and we have another one here they call bare metal. What the difference between them? Traditional way, you can see here I have to make hardware first, which is support virtualization first, then I put it the operating system on it, which is whatever any operating system like Windows 7, Windows XP, whatever any operating system. Then I will put it my applications or any virtual engines, or we can say vkernels engines. So of course I spend a lot of resource to operating system and I never use it because all my project in this site. So that's why another approach for virtualization, which is popular use right now and very famous and very useful to use it, which is I will delete the level for operating system, mean I just hardware I have here, then I have a VMware kernel here or the software here, or to be very clear with you, this one it will be considered ESXi here, which is they call supervisor or hypervisors for virtualization technology. So ESXi 5, we have a ESXi 3, ESXi 3.1, ESX actually without I. Then right now the latest one is ESXi 5.1. You can start to see the differences between them, but this is not a big deal. We just follow the latest technology, which is wonderful and support a lot. What the difference between 5.1 and 5, a lot of difference as well, I will mention for you later on. So that's mean we will follow the bare metal here and we will use the hardware and immediately we will put it the application. But a little bit tricky here. Why? Because we need to do the lab. That's why we need the operating system here. Then I will use the virtual or VMware here 8, 9, whatever. Then I will create virtual computer here without any operating system. Then I will put it on it ESXi 5.1. So I will show you how can to install. I install one here already, but I will show you step by step how can to use or how can to install ESXi. First of all, you have to download the ESXi image, which is the name is not ESXi probably. Usually the name they call VM visor or VM or hypervisor here, you can say. And I have a 5.1 you can download for free. ESXi free, we don't need to pay anything, even not only trial, you can download the original one. But the big deal, we cannot manage ESXi without a big software they call vCenter. So vCenter you have to pay. So initially you have to know the ESXi 5.1 is a free. Okay, how can to install and what I needed? ESXi is need minimum hard disk 40 gig, 40 gig, which is not really considered data storage. We have one chapter for data storage later on. I will give you the idea as well. Need a process core 2 dual above, which is support the virtualization technology, and also need at least 2 gig RAM. So that's why just I go to create a new virtual machines here and just say next. Then after that I just say browse. I go to my folder here in this desktop, which is the virtual class here. Then I just go to 5.1 here, so I just click. Immediately it mentioned to me here ESXi 5 is not 5.1. Go ahead, no problem, we will see the 5.1 later on. So I just say next here. Then immediately ask me for which computer name or which this machines you like it the name. I just say, for example, I will say ESXi 5.1. Pretty good. So just next. Of course, this is the where is to save or where is it will be put it on it. So I just say next. Then the 40 gig you see is select by default, so I just say next. Then immediately the memory is select by default 2.4, which is 2 gig, and 40 gig here over here. And also the CPU, you can find it here, 2 CPU cores. So remember, we just put in the image immediately, all the properties it will be selected automatically. But second ESXi, you have to select exactly the CPU 2 or 2 CPU core tutorial. So do you need to power on? I just say no, I just need to show you right now. I say just finish here. So I will see here 5.1 my image. You sometime when you put it another ESXi, you will see the CPU here number 1. So just be careful here, you can change it from here. Usually you see number 1, you have to be careful to put it what number 2 over here. Okay, so I just turn on here. Then I will make full screen to see. You see now the first question here, they ask you, do you need to boot from this image? Of course, or from the hard disk. My hard disk is, I have nothing. And you can see 5.1, even we saw before is 5.0 or just 5. Go ahead, because we see here 5.1 ESXi. So I just select the booting standard here, install, so enter. They will take a few minutes to booting here. First of all, initially looking for the hardware requirement or the pre-requirements for the hardware here. You can see immediately mention here we have a 2 Intel Core dual i7, which is much more enough, and it's not really much more enough, is okay, fine. And 2 gig RAM or 2 gig memory, which is much more enough as well to handling the first ESXi and with the hypervisor. So I just a few seconds, immediately I will see another another request. So just you can see loading from here. This is a very famous page, which is they call a yellow page or VMware yellow page to install ESXi 5.1, 5.0, and even 4.1 is almost the same. The previously one, it is all under Linux, which is a little bit difficult. You have to embed it some commands, but right now the installation is really smoothly and very easy if you compare with the 3.1 and even if you compare with the 4, because at that time is a lot of Linux command you have to put it on it. So I just wait to loading and give me the second page. Okay, So the second request here, they say, are you sure? Welcome to the VMware SXI, and are you want to continue? Just enter to continue. So I just say enter here. This is the license agreement, EULI they call it, or end user license agreement. Of course, you have to press F11. You can see here you have to press F11 to accept. Of course, I will say F11. Okay, so it will be scanning again here. Then they say 40 gig RAM, 40 gig hard disk here. So is it just keep next or enter, continue here, enter. The language, which language you need to use it. Of course, you have to select which one your language here. So I just enter to continue. What the administrator or root password. Okay, by default, what the administrator username, which is they call root, and password, which is which one here you put it. I just put it, for example. You can see over here they call a password match. If same, if any wrong here, like put it here, any number, whatever, immediately he will say is not much. So be careful about this. So I just say enter. Okay, so it will be do scan system here, gathering additional system information. This will make a few moments. Okay, they give you this warning message, which is really very important and always make me confused, because again I use the host mode or not bare metal, because I just use the virtual lab inside my computer. So they say please turn on the virtualization technologies from the BIOS, basic input output system. Of course, when you check the BIOS for virtual machines, there is no option for virtualization here. Is it just skip this message, because this is, or this image is considered installed to the really device, but right now I just use the virtual machines or the virtual engine to turn on the ESXi. So I just say enter and keep going. Here they say confirm and install. You need to start right now, so just please press F11. So I just press F11. It will be start to install ESXi 5.1.0. This is take, I guess, not more than 10 minutes. It will be ready here. Is it just take around 10 minutes, then after that ask me to reboot. So I will continue with you after the reboot to show you the basic configuration for ESXi. Okay, so after a few seconds, or actually after a few minutes, you can see here the ESXi 5.1 it's already successful installation. Just need to enter to reboot the system here. So I just say enter, it will be start to reboot, and they show me my yellow color again to access and configure. At that time, we have to prepare something very important. Just go to 5.1, right click here and setting here. You have to manage your interface networking. I don't prefer nothing. Nothing is work sometime. You have to manage the IPs as well, but as a bridge is give you very wonderful option to help you to access it from physical PC to virtual PC at the same time. So I just say a bridge, then I just say okay. No problem, no need to off and restart the ESXi. You can use it, this one, which is they call ad hoc. It's not really ad hoc, we just change the mode exactly when you change the cable for networking from port to another port. So I just say okay from here. Now I see my yellow color here, it will be booting, or ESXi or new ESXi 5.1 is already booting here. Then they will issue to me some information here to configure, or I try to give you right now basic configurations for the ESXi. Again, this is our infrastructure, or you can say this is a fabric. It will be put it all my virtual machines inside this guy, which is they call ESXi 5.1. Okay, so I try right now, I just wait the loading for the ESXi. Okay, okay, so after a few seconds you can see this page. What this page actually, this is the initially configuration. You can say you can download the tools for the ESXi if you need it from the internet, and you can see the HTTP 192.168.0.103 from DHCP. I use my DHCP server, and also they give me link local address LLI for IPv6 is statically actually. Right now I need to change it. If let's say if I need to, or planning to change it, I can show you here. So I just need to press F2 to do the customize system configure. So I just say F2 right now here, space and F2. So I just put it my password here. Then I will see the configuration interfaces here. All these options is very important for us. First of all, do you need to configure the password? Do you need to change the new password? You can configure from here. Configure lock down mode, we will see later on when you add the host or ESXi to the vCenter. Remember, when I say host, ESXi is same meaning. This they call host. Very important option they call configuration management network, which is most important for us. What this options represents, so I just say enter. I can manage my network interface, which interface I use it. Most probably the ESXi you use more than one interface, use it. And also you can select the VLAN from here, VLAN options. I can choose it as well here, VLAN options. You can check as well, enter. They say which VLAN you needed here. Right now I don't have any VLAN, I can just skip. IP configure, which is really very important options. I just go to IP configure. They ask me it is from the HCP server, or we consider this one, it is like automatically IP DHCP dynamic host configuration protocol. No, I need, or usually I prefer to put it static. So which one? I just keep 103 here, then 255, then my gateway 01. So I just say enter. IPv6, if you like it, you just put it the IPv6 here. Skip, I don't have any IPv6 right now. DNS configure, actually my DNS server, it is same my router. Of course, in reality you have to make DNS server with the Active Directory to translation the ESXi name to IP and IP to name. Right now this is all advanced. I just need to show you the basic configuration or access to the ESXi right now. I just say skip here, then customize DNS suffix, which is the domain name. Right now nothing, no any domain name. Even you can delete this one as well, also can skip. So after when I finish, I just say skip. They say you changed something, do you need to confirm and save it? So I just say yes, it will be saved here. So now I have my IP here, which is they call my IP here. I just go to IP configure, which is they call 103. This is all what you need inside the ESXi. The next stage you're looking for, the next stage where you need to do it is to add IP to your virtual PC, you can say as well, another virtual computer, or even you can access it from your physical computer to ESXi. Okay, I tried to access it from my physical PC. Again, if you prefer to install virtual PC inside your VMware environment, then access it from this PC to the ESXi also can. But right now I go to my physical PC, I just check my IP. So I just go here, CMD, then I just say IP config, or sorry, IP config, yeah, IP config / all, or just IP config to make sure my IP what. So you can find here my IP, it is very clear, which is they call 102. Good. Can I do ping to my ESXi 192.168.10.0.103, which is my ESXi? So I have a reply. So make sure the connection first is available. Maybe, by the way, how can to do ping from the ESXi? You just go to the configuration management here. So you just go to the IP configure, or sorry, you can just, another one is a test management network. So I just say, they say, do you need to check to, I just put it here 102, which is my physical PC, and 10 or 01, which is my gateway. So enter. When I receive here is okay, and another okay here in my gateway here. This is good. So means my connectivities is available between my physical PC. So first of all, I just go to Internet Explorer here. So I just say 192.168.0.103. So I just say enter. I will see this page, it will be open for me, which is for access in ESXi. So I just say process anyway, because they say where is the certifications, I mean security issue here. Just say process anyway. You will see this page. This page is really very important. Why? Because you can download the vSphere client, very small software. You can download from the VMware, one click, and they ask you to save where, maybe in the desktop, for example. Again, vSphere client not really can manage big enterprise, because vSphere client is just manage one host individually. We will see what the difference between vSphere client and vSphere vCenter, which is the very important. This is they call VMware vCenter. So also when you go here, it will be linked with you for another page, then you can download the vCenter. So right now I just need to show you how can to use vSphere client, which is already here downloaded. We just take few minutes to access. I have already here. So just when I go to start here, in my start I have vSphere, or yeah, vSphere client, that one. So just double click. It's very small software, we don't need anything. So I just put it my IP here, which is 192.168.103 here. Then I just put it username, which is root. Then after that I just put it the password, which is just the same password during the installation. After that I just press login. So just login again. So you can see this message, it will be ask you for certificate, a wearing certificate. You just say ignore, or you can install the certificate from here, view certificate, and install the certificate. Right now I just say ignore. It will be show me the interface, or the host or ESXi interface. The first message here say this is the vSphere license, which is 60 day. Again, 60 day for clients, because ESXi is totally free, but the problem, the software to manage that guy, it always you should be paid. So I just say okay, and you can see this page. I can manage a lot of things from this page, which is they call vSphere client. But unfortunately, or my weak point in this system, what I can just manage one host, not more than one host. That means I lost a lot of things like high availability, vMotions, full tolerance, all those things. I cannot do it with the vSphere client. So what I need at that moment, I need vSphere vCenter, which is our session or our tutorial next class. This is just overall for how can to use it, ESXi 5.1, and how can to install. Thank you so much, and see you at the next class.